Welcome back, everybody. Today is January 14th, 2026, and I took a continuation short model today, but unfortunately got break even. This is the second trade recap of 2026, and this one is going to have a bit of controversy to it because when I was taking this trade, a lot of people in my Discord were saying that I shouldn't have gone break even after we wicked this internal low, but rather went break even once we fully flushed through it, such as candle closure below it. And as you can see, we wicked that internal low, and then I went break even, and I got wicked out, and then we hit TP. That is the controversy that we're going to be talking about today. But let's go over the bias and the reasonings for even me taking this trade, and then, just why I even decided to take this con short. So if we go to the 4 hour, bro, every time it pushes me back. Like, why am I in October, bro? Like, what are we doing, gang? God. Anyway, pre-market, I saw that NQ completely flipped this bullish 4 hour gap. So immediately I'm thinking, okay, if we're disrespecting bullish gaps, we're bearish, right? So then I was like, okay, 4 hour gap, we're bearish. We're showing bearish signs. 1 hour gap, London created a wick into the hourly for value gap, but then completely respected that bearish gap by closing below. So that's the second confluence, thinking, okay, we are definitely bearish regardless of the draws above, data high, Asia high, London high. I didn't really care because we are showing bearish signs on the higher time frame 4 hour and the 1 hour. Also, on top of that, we have a whole bunch of low resistance liquidity in the lower time frame, such as the 15-minute and 5-minute, but also on the higher time frame as well. On the 4 hour, we have London lows, we have range lows, we have NWAG, we have another range low, just a whole bunch of lows that we can take. But on top of that, what really sold me on a bearish bias today was the fact that ES had two equal lows, one on the 4 hour and then one on the 15-minute that needed to get tapped because we just every single time you see equal lows on ES, you just immediately think, okay, we need to sweep those out before continuing in the opposite direction. That's just a guaranteed to happen. Especially on ES. Maybe not on NQ all the time, but on ES for sure. So that kind of solidified my bearish bias. Now, let's go into the reasons why I decided to take this trade and why I missed out on one other trade that was semi-decent, but not good enough for me to take that type of trade. So we go down to the 1 minute. Let's see where market opens. Market opens right here. Okay, so market open, we shot lower, swinging this low right here, and immediately we flipped to a bullish bias, like almost immediately. We had two outstanding candles targeting data highs, and in my head, when this happened, I was like, okay, I just want to see data highs get taken, and then maybe we can get something for a short. As you guys will see, that didn't happen. We just immediately had two crazy displacement candles lower after sweeping this internal 15-minute gap right here slash high. And then as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, we swept out a high. We didn't tap data highs. And we had such a strong displacement. This probably will not be the draw, so data highs. So we go to the 15-minute. What could we possibly target lower? London lows have a whole bunch of low resistance liquidity. We have this low right here and then this range low. Go back to the 1 minute. So shorts, immediately off the bat, shorts. Displacement into this 1 minute gap. No, retracement into this 1 minute gap. Displacement out of this 1 minute gap. But the reason why I didn't take this for my continuation short model targeting London lows was because this candle right here was just, it wasn't a strong enough bearish candle for me to enter off of. If it was maybe a fuller candle, I could have entered off of it. And especially just the way we reacted off of that 1 minute bearish gap, it really just market sense, it didn't feel good to take this trade. Regardless, it played out. But again, it's just not something I would have taken. And also at the same time, it was literally a couple minutes into market open. And on top of that, we created equal highs on the 1 minute while doing so. And I was like, ooh, we could come up higher, sweep out those equal lows, and then continue lower. Anyway, we go to my actual trade that happened, which is right here, this displacement candle right here. Now, again, same thing. Retrace into a 1 minute bearish gap, targeting London lows. But what I did not see when I entered this trade, which is the reason why I was so skeptical and had my stops to break even so quickly, was, as you can see, there was a 5-minute gap higher. On top of that, there were equal highs above. With those two things being present, I was not fully confident in this trade to just let it play out as it plays out and not having my stops at break even. And when I entered, I didn't even peep that we had a 5-minute gap higher. So honestly, if I saw that we had a 5-minute gap higher, I probably wouldn't have even entered this trade, if I'm just going to be honest. But let's play out what happens. We come up, we flush this break-even point, and I move stops to break-even because what we could have done is just swept this internal low, came up higher, tapped that 5-minute gap, maybe even wicked out these equal highs, and then pushed lower, targeting, you know, an equal low and then London low. So that is why I went break-even. And a lot of people are saying, oh, you shouldn't have gone break-even. We were super bearish. You could have seen that price action, you know, we were just falling. You shouldn't have really went break even because, you know, the draw was strong enough to not go break even, blah, 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 blah. But in my mind, 10 out of 10 times in this situation, when there is a 5-minute gap or a draw that could be potentially tapped into higher, on top of that, with equal highs as well, there's just no way I'm not going break even at this internal low, because like I said, we could have just wicked lower and wicked higher, and then I would have gotten stopped out, and then we could have continued lower. And that's just not something I wanted to have happen. So as you guys can see, we wick around for a bit and then just bang, 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 all the way through my draws. We continue lower for a bit, but then we come up higher, tap what was a 5-minute gap turned into a 15-minute gap, and then we decided to fall. But at this point, it's already 9:30. It's super late into the session, and I'm not really looking for a trade. Now, there was another kind of short that played out as well, which was this 5-minute flip after tapping this 15-minute gap. So let me replace that 5-minute with this 15-minute. 15-minute for value gap. We had this 5-minute flip right here. Stops at these highs, targeting this, you know, this low right here. But I mean, like, come on, bro, you're not. Again, I'm not trading this as well. Look at that 78-point stop loss. Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good off that. So I faded that short as well, but unfortunate break even. And honestly, I wouldn't have even taken this trade if I did not realize that that 5-minute gap was above. I'm just gonna be honest. This was, in my mind, a very risky trade because of those confluences above. I feel like the best trade you could have taken was this short right here off of basically market open. But again, I wasn't confident in this because, again, this bearish candle didn't close bearish enough, if that makes any sense. And then we created equal highs, and, you know, the story continues. So break even trade today. I had my bias right. This is the second break even of the week. I had a break even yesterday targeting data highs. That one was ridiculous. Like, we were 3 points away, and then I got stopped out of break even, and I was like, no, I didn't even get stopped out of break even. I lost $400. As you can see, the account right now is at 49,600 because we had slippage because of how fast it just ran through my break even point. It was unbelievable. Like, I've never seen that before. 3 points away from a data high, and we just, and I was like, whoa. But yeah, 2 break even points, 2 break evens this week. And yeah, sucks to suck. I would say this is like a C trade. If there was no 5-minute, this would have been, you know, easily an A plus trade. But yeah, good on my end. Honestly, again, good on my end for going break even. I know a lot of controversy is going to be like, oh, you should have waited for the full candle close. But with those draws higher, it just causes doubt in my head that we could have just bounced, tapped, and then continued lower. So it is what it is. 2 break evens, no losses besides the just ridiculous slippage, $400. And yeah, that's about it. But besides that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your trading week. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, and night. This is going to be a wraps of the video. I hope you guys pop out to the Discord. It's free. I trade live every morning. And then if you want more updates on my trades and just my life in general, my IG will be in the description as well. But besides that, I love and appreciate you guys, all of you. And I will see you in the next trade recap, trading psychology video, trading vlog, all that type of stuff. But I'll see you then. Peace out.